Ever wondered why giraffes have such long necks? Are they just showing off, or is there a secret reason? Well, strap in, folks, because we're about to plunge into the wild and wonderful world of animal facts, where truth is often stranger and funnier than fiction. Let's start with our tall friends, the giraffes. You might think their necks are simply to reach the best leaves, and you'd be partly right. But did you know that giraffes' long necks are also for something a tad more competitive? That's right, they're not just leaf gobblers, they're also fearsome fighters. Male giraffes use their necks as weapons in battles for dominance, a behavior known as necking. Now, wouldn't that be a sight to see? And here's a funny one for you. Despite their long necks, giraffes have the same number of neck bones as humans. That's 7 vertebrae, folks. Each one can be up to 10 inches long. Can you imagine having a neck bone the size of a dinner plate? Talk about a pain in the neck. Now let's talk about their hearts. They're not just big-hearted in the metaphorical sense, but also literally. A giraffe's heart can weigh up to 25 pounds and needs to generate almost double the normal blood pressure of other mammals to pump blood up to its brain. That's some serious cardiovascular workout. And here's a cute fact. When giraffes sleep, they often use their own bottoms as pillows. Now, isn't that just adorable? But don't be fooled, they only doze off for a few minutes at a time, totaling to about 30 minutes a day. Now, there's the secret to their long, alert days. So the next time you see a giraffe stretching its neck to reach for the highest leaves, remember, there's more to these high-headed creatures than meets the eye. They're not just about the height, they're also about the fight, the might, and the light sleep at night. Well, now you know why giraffes are the literal high heads of the animal kingdom. Enjoying the animal antics so far? Then don't just sit there. You know, just like a monkey loves to monkey around, we love when you get involved. So why not hit that like button? It's as simple as a chimp clicking a button. And hey, do you want to be part of our zoo? Just hit subscribe. It's faster than a cheetah's sprint, and you'll be part of our wild family in no time. And don't forget, we want to hear your roars, chirps, and squawks too. So leave a comment. Tell us which fun fact made you laugh, which animal you found the cutest, or even share your own crazy animal fact. We're all ears, just like our friend, the elephant. So like, subscribe, and comment. It's a jungle out there, and we're thrilled to have you on this wild journey with us. Come on, show us some love. It's easier than a kangaroo's hop. Did you know that wombat's poop is cube-shaped? Talk about a square meal. Now let's switch gears and dive into the world of our furry friends, from our lovable house pets to the more exotic ones. We all know that dogs are man's best friend, but did you know that your canine companion's sense of smell is estimated to be between 10,000 to 100,000 times more sensitive than ours? That's like being able to smell a single drop of perfume in a football stadium. And let's not forget about our feline friends. Ever wonder why your cat seems to have a sixth sense for when you're about to open a can of tuna? Well, it turns out that cats can hear ultrasonic noises, which explains their uncanny knack for showing up just as you're about to crack open their favorite treat. Now let's venture a bit into the exotic. Wombats, native to Australia, are more than just their peculiarly shaped poop. These marsupials are natural diggers, creating intricate tunnel systems that can stretch up to 650 feet. They're like the architects of the animal kingdom. And have you ever seen a hedgehog roll into a ball? It's not just a cute trick. This defense mechanism is so effective that a hedgehog's predators often give up trying to unroll them. Imagine if we could just curl up into a ball whenever we wanted to avoid an awkward situation. But it's not all fun and games with our furry friends. Sometimes they teach us valuable lessons too. Take the wombat, for instance. Their cube-shaped poop is actually a result of their extremely efficient digestion process. It's a testament to the marvel of evolution and nature's ingenious solutions to life's, well, messy problems. And so, we see that our pets and their furry counterparts around the world are not just sources of companionship and amusement, but also windows into the fascinating world of animal behavior and biology. Pets, they're a source of endless amusement and apparently geometry lessons. Ever heard of a fish that can change its gender? Meet the clownfish, the real-life transformers. Now, isn't that something? But that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the quirky world of underwater wonders. Let's dive right in, shall we? Imagine being a seahorse. You'd be one of the only species where the males carry the babies. Yes, you heard that right. In the seahorse world, it's the males who get pregnant. Now there's a twist. And speaking of twists, what about the octopus? This master of disguise can not only change its color, but also its shape and texture to blend in with its surroundings. It's like nature's own secret agent, always undercover. Now, let's talk about the mantis shrimp. This little creature might not look like much, but it has one of the most powerful punches in the animal kingdom. It's like the heavyweight champion of the sea, and it doesn't even have a boxing glove. And who can forget the pufferfish? This little guy inflates like a balloon when threatened, but did you know that it's also a master artist? Male pufferfish create intricate designs in the sand to attract females. Now that's what I call a creative pickup line. We mustn't forget about the dolphin, one of the smartest creatures in the sea. Did you know they have their own language? They communicate using a series of clicks and whistles. They're like the chatty neighbors of the ocean. And last, but certainly not least, let's talk about the blue whale, the largest animal to have ever lived. Its heart alone is the size of a small car. Imagine that. So, next time you're feeling a bit strange or out of place, remember, there's a whole world of weird and wonderful creatures under the sea, just doing their thing, living their best life. And you thought your life was complicated, huh? What's more confusing than a one-way ticket? A pigeon's sense of direction. Now, don't get me wrong. These feathered navigators have a knack for finding their way home, no matter the distance. It's a trait that's left scientists scratching their heads for years. It's time we give our feathery friends the spotlight. Birds, the aviators of the animal kingdom, are not just about chirps and feathers. They are the embodiment of nature's creativity and wit. Let's dive into some of these amusing airborne facts. Take the common swift, for instance. This little speedster spends most of its life in the air, and when I say most, I mean it. These birds eat, sleep, and even mate mid-air. It's like they've mastered the art of multitasking at 30,000 feet. And how about the albatross? This bird has the largest wingspan of any living bird, reaching up to 11 feet. Can you imagine? That's like having the height of an NBA player horizontally. They use these wings to glide over the ocean's surface, sometimes for hours without a single flap. Talk about energy efficiency. Now let's talk about the parrot. Not just a pretty face, these birds are known for their intelligence and ability to mimic human speech. But did you know that they're also left-handed? Well, left-footed to be precise. Most parrots prefer to use their left foot when manipulating objects or food. Who knew birds could be southpaws too? But it's not all fun and games in the bird world. The peregrine falcon, for instance, is a real daredevil. This bird is the fastest in the world, reaching speeds over 200 miles per hour during its hunting stoop. That's faster than a race car. So next time you see a bird, remember, they're not just winging it. They've got some serious skills. We've laughed, we've learned, and we've loved every minute of it. As we wrap up our exploration of the animal kingdom, let's reflect on the journey, shall we? We've met furry friends who can predict earthquakes, underwater wonders with impeccable memory, and airborne amusements that could give any acrobat a run for their money. We've chuckled at their antics, marveled at their abilities, and, hopefully, grown a little fonder of our fellow earthlings. But before we bid adieu, here's one last tidbit for you. Did you know that ostriches can outrun a horse? That's right. So the next time you're late for anything, you know who to blame, right? As we conclude this wild ride, remember, we're just scratching the surface. There's a whole lot more to explore and many more laughs to share. Remember, your support helps us bring more of these wild and wacky facts to you. So subscribe, comment, and keep the animal party going.